twice as usual. Good morning, people. How are we all? I hope you can hear me. If anybody's there, let me know. If you just say hello or something. So there's one person watching, which is me, I think. Good morning, UK. No, England lockdown. England. Right, good morning everybody, I hope that you're all good. What have we got going on here today? Well, I'm just sat here hoping that you can hear me. I'm going to turn that on. Turn that off. Turn that off and make sure that everything is working. I don't know. Sound settings. Again, headset, microphone is here. Headset is here. Alright. Okay, I hope you can hear me anyway now, so we just need to check again and see if we can hear. Alright. Okay, I hope you can hear me anyway now, so we just need to check again and see if we can hear. Alright. Well, we can hear. Okay, I hope you can hear me anyway now, so we just need... There we go. So I wasn't really planning on doing anything spectacular this morning because, and the reason being, I'll tell you what I will do. Let's put that back in. Let's put that one back in there. Okay. And if I keep the snowball on. Mute. There we go. We just have to use the headset. Anyway, the reason why I wasn't planning on doing anything this morning is because I'm waiting for a couple of packages. And you know what? Amazon and DHL and Drop It, Hide It, Lose It are like. They're pretty useless. So I just thought what I would do today is I would put this on. Whoops. Can I get that over there further? No. What I can do though, I need to minimise that a bit. 747 taking off there. What I would do is I'd just let Heathrow Airport run with Traffic Global on, which is what I'm doing. And it all looks rather. I like it. You know, it looks good. I mean, it's not It's not real-time traffic. It's based on schedules, based on real-world schedules. There's British Airways going out there, taxiing out. That's probably that one there. 053 Speedbird 053 319, is it? Oh no, that's not a 319. That looks like a 787. Let's check times. 12:02. So let's go back here a little bit. 12:02. Whoops. 12:05. It's that one. Could be that one. British Airways going to Luxembourg for 12:05. Yeah, well, that could be it. And there's someone departing already. That's not American Airlines, that's for sure. Well, that could be the Luxembourg flight. Anyway, as I say, I didn't think I would do anything particularly grandiose today because I am, as I say, waiting for DHL and Amazon. And if you don't hear the doorbell, they disappear on you. You notice I've sorted out my second camera. I've put it up here at the back. Hi there, so you can see over my shoulder, see the desk. Yeah, that's it. I hope everybody's doing okay. If you're in lockdown, wherever you are, whether it be here in the UK or anywhere else for that matter, then you know we just got to do it. Just get on with it, and you know, everything will be fine from that point of view. I wonder if I could get to the same position that Big Jet TV are at normally. They're over here somewhere at one of the hotels on occasion. So if I move over this way a little bit, give you a better view, perhaps. As you can see, it's very misty. If I had real world weather on, it would be pretty impossible to see. I did put real world weather on this morning, or when I first loaded up, and it was pretty desperate. So what I'll do, we'll match real world conditions. The sun may have burned things off a little bit now. We'll have a look. That's probably about right, actually. So we've got a couple of aircraft taxiing down. If any of you have got any questions about anything VATSIM related, maybe. The other day we did VATSIM for beginners. If you've got anything that you'd like to talk about, ask a question and I will try and answer it. If I don't know the answer, then we'll find the answer. Even if it means going online to try and find the answer, we will. So there's 5 of you watching, 6 of you watching. Good morning, Dal. How are you, mate? Bit of a shout out for you. Nice seeing you here again. As I say, this morning, not doing anything spectacular, just watching Heathrow with Traffic Global, which is quite nice actually, almost as good as Big Jet TV. Yeah, I could go online. I don't know how much traffic there is at Heathrow at the moment. When you say go online, what, just log online and see what happens? Well, I tell you what would happen. Traffic Global would still be there, but it would be mixed in with VATSIM traffic. So you might see 2 aircraft taking off at the same time. You never know. I'm good, thank you. I've just been doing a little bit of domestic duties here at home. My wife is out with the dog at the moment. Yeah, I could do a flight on VATSIM, and I'll probably be doing one tomorrow morning, rather than today. And I'm thinking actually, because the A320 and the A330 from Jar Design, there's just been some massive updates for them. That's what Heathrow really looks like. That's why I turned the weather off. So let's turn the weather off again and just have it. Heathrow is very foggy today. Very foggy indeed. So let's turn the weather off, otherwise you can't see anything at all. We'll put it to Cavoc, but of course it's still pretty misty because of the way that I have things set up. There we are. Yeah, I was thinking tomorrow I would do a flight on VATSIM, and as I was saying, the JAR design aircraft, the A320 and the A330, they've just had massive updates on them. Graphical updates more than anything, as well as optimization for FPS. And I haven't flown the 330 for a long time, and I do like the A330. There's something about it which makes it almost a lot easier to fly. I'll just move that up there a little bit. Unfortunately, you see the aircraft taking off, but I'd rather, you was able to see some ground traffic as well as the aircraft departing. Whoops. Let's just put that there like that. So tomorrow, yeah. Do you know anyone with 15 rows of teeth? Oh, here we go. Only a couple of alligators. Good morning, Beyond Belief. How are you? How many of you saw Heathrow last night? The world's busiest airport on TV. Very good indeed. I like that program because rather than just showing you the glamour of an airport, they actually show you like the underneath, the real belly of the airport, what's going on, and all the problems that they have, especially with when it gets busy. I think last night there was something like a few aircraft had come in, Air India aircraft, and that was they were getting into a bit of a pickle with that. So that was quite interesting. I just put flight radar on as well. Can I put this up here? I can get this up here on screen, and I can't minimize the window of this, unfortunately. Well, we can zoom in. Well, that's all. That's all the traffic parked up at Heathrow, and this is all the stuff that's flying around. And of course, I can just click on any aircraft, and we get there. Oh, general aviation out in this weather, shouldn't be. I can turn off general aviation traffic in my settings somewhere. Settings. Aircraft. General. GA traffic. Let's get rid of them. There we are. That's better. Get rid of the GA traffic because they're just a nuisance. Now I'm going to have to reconfigure that view again. There we are. Big Jet TV in the flight simulator. Pretty cool. So, just wondering, would you be willing to try some potassium ferrocyanide tetrahexacyanohydrate? No, Walter, I wouldn't, actually. That's a bit like asking. It's a bit like Trump telling people to inject themselves with bleach, isn't it? That's what that is. Unless you've got anything useful to say, Walter. Say nothing. Henrik Smits, hello, good morning, how are you? How's Norway? Guess you've probably got snow now. I was watching something the other day on YouTube, and it was a view from a train cabin train, yeah, from the cabin, you know, the train driver was. I think he was going through Norway, and it was fascinating. It just kept going, but it was covered in snow. I was pretty sure it was Norway. I might be wrong. There's aircraft there. He hasn't taken off. He might be going around just under the box there. Now, if I turned the labels on, you'd see labels all over the airport, all around the airport, say. Let me just show you what that looks like. There you go. So that's all the traffic around Heathrow at the moment. He went around. I don't like having labels. Maybe in the high mountains. I can't remember. I'd have to look at my history. Go back and have a look on my history, Henrik. But it was. I mean, I don't like Train Simulator. I just don't understand it. But then again, I guess people who use Train Simulator wouldn't understand Flight Simulator. They might not get it. Just looking out the window, see if there's anybody pulling up with parcels. But it was fascinating watching this live webcam in a train. It really was. And what I liked about it most was the change of scenery as the train was going along. So, you know, you would pull into a station, the train would go into a station, so obviously it was coming into a town, and then as it went out of the town, you know, you went to kind of semi-rural, semi-urban, semi-rural, then rural, then nothing, and then the reverse as you came towards another conurbation or town. It was really quite fascinating. But everywhere I looked, it was covered in snow. So I wonder if I could find it in my history. This was a few days ago, so I probably might not be able to see. I'll try to figure it out. Because we all look at so much, don't we, on YouTube? You just flick around and you think, oh, good grief. I'm just looking at my YouTube history, my browsing history for yesterday. That was amazing. But you know, I cannot remember when I was looking at this. Can you do a search? You can do a search, can't you, in Norway? So let's see if we can find anything. Here we go. It was the 30th of October that I saw this. It was a cab view. In Bergen. I've got one now, and I'll put the link in. I'm not quite sure when it was, so I'll put the link in and you can all have a look at it. Oh, I can't even put the link in. Anyway, if you type in cab view live chat and stream from the Bergen line in Norway, you might find it. But it's on now, and it is covered in snow, right? Maladik Hertz, hello, good morning. I hope I pronounced your name right. Maladik Hertz. Going by train from Oslo to Bergen is very beautiful, yeah. The train goes over Hardangervidda. I like fire trucks and monster trucks. Yeah, I'm sure you do. I'm okay, Maladik. I'm okay, not bad at all. As I say, the reason why we're just watching Heathrow is because I am waiting for deliveries. So I can't put my headset on fully, because when I put my headset on, it's noise cancelling. I don't hear the doorbell or nothing. My dog's not here today. He's out with my wife at the moment, because normally, if somebody comes to the door and rings the doorbell, he barks and I hear him through my headset, but I can't hear the doorbell. No, we're not doing a flight today, Chillis. As I said, I'm waiting for some deliveries, and if I've got my headset on, I will not hear the deliveries, and I don't want to miss them. So I just thought I would load up here with the Traffic Global on and have a chat. If anybody's got anything to talk about, anybody questions, reasonable questions. Right, the first part of my first name is pronounced as my, but otherwise you did well. So my dick, my lidic, my lidic hurts. If you've got a nickname, that'd be great. But no, I really do try to pronounce names correctly if I can, especially with my name, because my name has been said in so many different ways. Barnett, Bassett, Ballot, all sorts, and it's just Wycliffe Barrett. It's quite simple. Well, I think it is. We all think our names are simple because that's our names. So as I was saying, sorry, I got sidetracked slightly about the A320 and the A330. JAR Design, they are constantly working on the aircraft, and they're constantly doing updates, and they do very good updates as well, very, very detailed, and they spend an awful lot of time working on them, and then they'll just release an update. And it's funny, a lot of people say, oh, they don't update, but if you're in the forums, if you're in the JAR Design forums, you will see the updates. You can even take part in the beta testing, and all of the updates are free. There's never been a paid update for any of their aircraft, even when they've done total rewrites, you know, and it could be when I say a total rewrite, they might have done total rewrite of the aircraft, and they could legitimately release it as a new version as opposed to an update, and they don't. They're very good, and you know, they're just very, very good aircraft. So tomorrow morning I will do a flight. I'm not quite sure which one, the 320 or the 330. Probably the 330 because I haven't flown it for a while. A spong or sponge. Pong with an S. Spong. Got it. Okay. I'm thinking I might fly, rather than, you know, not a huge long flight, probably down to Madrid tomorrow morning. But I tell you where I do want to fly to. I haven't flown there for an awful long time, and that is I want to fly into Chambray. It's one of my favourite airports to fly into, Chambray. That is not a long flight, but you really do have to what's the word? Trust the aircraft and the avionics, and hopefully get down. And hope the weather is clear as well, because if the weather is bad, it's a go around at Chambray, and it's quite a difficult go around. Okay, Chills is from Malta. And you're best friends with Graham Waterfield. Well, I don't know Graham Waterfield, so I don't know. Oh, you're Greek, Melody. Oh, Kalimera. Isikala. He works at Black Box Simulations. I don't know whether I know him. So there's quite a lot of movement going on at Heathrow. There's aircraft taxiing, I believe. He's taxiing in on the far side, just behind the tower there. Yeah, he's coming in. So they're using 09 for arrivals, and is it 09 left or is it 27? I think they're using 27 left for arrivals, 27 right for departures. So we're viewing 27 right at the moment. So as that guy's just coming in, he's literally behind the tower. I don't know whether you can see my mouse, but there he is. He's just taxiing in. So they're landing on the other runway, taking off on this one. Yes, Spong. I lived in Corfu for 2 years, quite a long time ago now, and I've lost a lot of my Greek. But I lived there for 2 years. I could speak Greek. I wasn't so good at reading it. I could a little bit, but yeah. So I lived in Kekira. Um, and but like I said, that was a long time ago. 1979 to 1981, I lived there for 2 years, and I've still got very, very good memories. A million photographs, well before the digital age when we had cameras with film in. I used to be very much into photography, so at that time, proper film photography, as it was, and so I had countless rolls and rolls of film, and I can't remember how many photographs I had. I did have a lot, and I couldn't bring them all back with me, unfortunately. That's better, Chills. And I didn't hide your comment. The bot did. Obviously, it picks up on certain words. So I'm sorry about that. So 9 people watching at the moment. Got any questions about flight simulation, X-plane? Unfortunately, my knowledge is in X-plane and not MFS. So please. Don't ask me questions about MFS, because I have no knowledge of it other than I have tried it, and I'm more than happy to comment about that if people want me to. But that's all I can do, I'm afraid, because I don't know anything about it at all. Oh, excuse me. So, just looking at. Oh, there's another go around up there. Where's he? Can we get his label on? Yeah, he's going around. Oh, and there's another one there going around. Golf Bravo Juliet Romeo. Golf Delta Uniform X-ray X-ray. He's on finals to land at 700 feet. I'm wondering if they're going around because of visibility issues. Because it looks mistier and visibility might be a bit worse on the other side there. Just about see his lights as he comes in. There he is. Is he landing? I think he's going to be landing. He's just over the threshold now. And yeah, touchdown. So he managed it. Just departing. But I mean, the weather's pretty poor. Yeah, there he is. He's just landed. He's coming in behind the tower. For those of you who are interested, I don't know if you know, Heathrow Tower, this new tower here. Okay. The old tower was over here, where my mouse is, right? And they needed a new tower, obviously, because the tower controllers could not see all over the airport from down there, as the airport is so built up since that was originally built. And so they did this new tower, and they actually moved that tower into position overnight. So the tower was built, I can't remember whether it was built off the runway areas, or whether it was built down here, yeah, in this area here. But it was built and then was moved into position overnight and seated, yeah. It was actually, I think it was bolted into position, and they did it overnight, and it was operational in the morning. So all they did, they bolted it in position, connected power to it, because everything was inside, everything was done. You know, all the terminals were in there, all the ATC was in there, everything was in there ready, phone lines, the lot. They moved the tower into position, they bolted it, they secured it with cables. You can see there are cables that come down from it. They secured it, connected it to power, connected all the connections together. It was all done overnight and was working in and operational the next morning. It was an absolutely amazing feat of engineering. I think if you look on YouTube, you might be able to find something. See if we can find it. Well, there's a couple of there's quite a few videos about the tower. I'm not sure what. I think there's one here about the building of it. Right, yeah. There's if you go onto Google and just type in the new Heathrow air traffic control tower, there is a video there that you can watch, which is fairly fascinating, I guess. Big Jet TV is live at the moment. They were live 27 minutes ago, so if you want to watch Big Jet live TV, they're on as of 27 minutes ago. Everything is looking hunky-dory. I think we'll have a look at some arrivals for a while. Is that okay? So we'll nip over to the other side of the airport and see if we can spot some arrivals. I mean, it's certainly very misty. If I get to here, whoops. Well, yeah, you can see the lights coming in. There's some lights there. Oops. There's some lights there. So someone's on arrival. And there's another one behind. I wonder if we could go down to Myrtle Avenue and watch from there. That would be fun. I wonder if we went... No, I'm not going to go to night time, because if we go to night time we'd lose a lot of traffic. But yeah, you can see we've got arrivals coming in. Golf, Sierra Victor, India Delta, then Golf India, Papa Romeo Delta, and Golf Victor Kilo Delta Alpha behind. So they're working. Should we go down to Myrtle Avenue? What do you reckon? If you don't know Heathrow, if you've never been spotting here, there's a place called Myrtle Avenue, and it's where all the spotters go. I'm going to try and get us there, because I've been there in real life. Now, if I recall, there's Myrtle Avenue. That is Myrtle Avenue. That street there. Hang on. That street is the world famous Myrtle Avenue. Alright, so I've got to try and get to that position, which is here. Okay. So now there's two ways of watching the aircraft here. He says, hopefully. Right, there we are. There's Myrtle Avenue. So we come around here. There's that way, looking over the houses. So you see the traffic coming in like that. Or I can look the other way. Pull out a bit. And we can look the other way. Whoops. Come down here. Whoops. Come down here. Actually, it looks as though it's clearing a little bit. To there, I think, and then we'll be able to watch traffic landing from there. What do you reckon? We'll do that for a little while and see how that looks. Okay. Right, well, if you can excuse me, I'm just going to make myself a cup of coffee, I think. Chills, I think he must have fallen down the toilet. It's been an awful long time. I know, there we go. Oh, he thumped that down a bit. Oh, that was a bit heavy-handed. You can see departures on the other side as well. Because the weather's has actually cleared up a little bit whilst we've been moving around. Oh, excuse me. I'm cooking a chili downstairs. I can smell it. It's smelling delicious at the moment. It's actually quite boring, that, actually. Oh, that's a high flare. Oh, it must have been a tail strike. That must have been a tail strike, for sure. Heathrow is so big. I'm trying to get departures. Yeah, so you see the departure aircraft on the far side there, and you can see landing aircraft here. How about that? We'll do it like that. So you can see there's 747 going out on the far side, and there's a oh, he just decided to change direction. The 777. A320 just going in there now. Right, I'll be back. I need to go and stir the pot of chili. chili's good. I've just had a quick bowl of it. Bit of lunch. Very nice indeed. Yeah, no, I went off to get to stir the chili pot. So I stirred the pot of chili, and then I had a bowl myself. Well, look at this. We've got a problem here. Because of this aircraft, these cannot get to their stands. No, this. So I don't know how. Sometimes Traffic Global will mess up. Only sometimes, not all the time. Now it's all sorted. So that aircraft disappeared, and now they're moving. They can get to their stands. At least I think they've all landed. Well, I guess so, because he's there, isn't he? So I should imagine it's causing mayhem. Yeah, everybody's going around, because obviously they can't land. There's nowhere for him. Although they could land long and come off further down. There we go, everybody's moving. Someone's taking off over on the other side. Qatar A380. Didn't even know there was any of them still flying. Everybody's moving now. That's good. And the runway's back open. Let's go into the Queen's stand. British Airways 744 there. Then there's 320. There's a dash there going around, and 320 going around as well. A lot of go-arounds. That's probably a holdover there. Oh no, they're going into Gatwick, I think. Look at all these going around. Go around, go around, go around. They messed it up. They certainly messed it up on that runway. Anyway. All sorted, all sorted. Right guys, I'm going to go off anyway. And as I say, tomorrow morning I'll fly the A330. Here we are. This is what it looks like at Heathrow. Just close that down. I haven't done a cold and dark start on this. I was just messing around. There is one thing I've got to sort out though, because when you call for fuel, the fuel loading widget opens up, but you can't close it for some reason. So I need to sort that out, and I will do that this afternoon. I'll also sort out some liveries for it, because I haven't got any. Why is the reverses open? Let's go back. External. Give me an external view. I know.
Power set.
The reverses are closed. Ah, there we are. Yep. That was just me messing around. Let's get outside and have a look. I've got reverses on a button, so I must have caught the button. Look at that, how well modelled that is. Got the hydraulics, even 3D in modelling of the reverser cases. Nice, nice. Okay, so I need to sort out the fueling thing. I think I know what the problem is on that, so I'll sort that out, and then we'll be able to fuel up tomorrow. Oh, Wolfgang, you're in the Bavarian Alps. Wow. Actually, I haven't had a good look at the exterior of this aircraft since they did it. Let me get a view. It does look good though. I mean, very nice, clean lines. Oh, somebody flying over my house. That's quite low. Don't know which direction he's going. Yeah, I mean, they've done a good job on this. There's some really nice clean lines. The reflective glass there in the cockpit. Undercarriage gear is really well modelled. I mean, oops, trying to get the mouse. Look at that, all the modelling round there on the landing strut. That is really good. Let's have a look at the main gear. Can I get to a position where I can see the main gear? Good. I mean, look at that. That modelling is superb. All around there. Just looks so good. So they've done a good job on this jar design. I think their aircraft look superb. Let's have a look at night time. Shift to night time, see what it looks like. Yeah, really nice. The lighting is superb. Looks really, really good, doesn't it? So I wonder if I can get ground. I think the problem that I'm having is ground handling. Control, drive up all. I think I need to reinstall it. Yeah. It's gonna work. No, I'm gonna have to reinstall ground handling deluxe. That's the problem there, and that's why I can't get rid of the fuel thing. Right, so I'm going to do that. I'll catch you all later. Maybe I might be on a bit later on, but tomorrow morning we're going to fly the A330 down to Madrid, probably from Cardiff, not from Heathrow, because obviously Heathrow hits your frame rates a little bit, but we'll fly from Cardiff down to Madrid in the A330 tomorrow. All the cargo doors are opening. Hang on. I was just having a chat with one of my neighbours out the window. So, see this right here, this fuel thing, right? So let's we'll put some fuel on just for giggles. Now, the thing I don't like about this is, I would like it if you could keep your finger on the mouse and it would go up, but it doesn't. You've got to keep clicking it. You've got to keep clicking your mouse, and you can't type it in there. So that's a pity. Now, now if I go inside the aircraft, bear with me, get an internal view. Alright. And go load fuel. That's your load and fuel. Yeah. Now it just shows you where your cost indexes and stuff like that. Passengers and weight. Oh, stand by and make a phone call.